anger, observe from the shore rather than entering the water with them. Mentally note how fascinating this reaction is. By withholding your emotional hook, you refuse to connect your frequency to theirs. The interaction passes through you rather than altering you. You can also practice what some traditions describe as a field of protective intention. Before entering a dense environment, take a moment to stabilize your own frequency consciously. Breathe deliberately. Feel your own center. Carry that coherence into the space rather than surrendering your frequency before you arrive. And when everything feels chaotic and misaligned, when no human environment offers refuge, remember that the Earth itself is an entrainment field of extraordinary power. The Schumann resonance, the electromagnetic frequency of the planet, sits at approximately 7.83 hertz, which corresponds closely to theta brainwave states associated with healing, creativity, and intuitive reception. Modern existence, screens, concrete, electromagnetic interference, disconnects us from this ground frequency. Walking in a forest, sitting by water, placing your bare feet on the earth. These are not merely pleasant activities. They are acts of biological recalibration. Nature vibrates in perfect coherence. Trees carry no ego. The ocean is unhurried. Your body recognizes that primal frequency and synchronizes with it. Your heart rate drops, stress chemistry dissolves, mental clarity returns. When you have no human ally to turn to a tree. Let the planet's immense and patient field recalibrate your small, distorted one. Law 4. The memory of water and vibrational nutrition. You are what you absorb. Look at your hand. Touch your arm. You appear solid, a stable structure of flesh, bone, and skin. This is a perceptual illusion. The biological reality is that you are essentially a mobile aquarium, a membrane of skin containing a living ocean. In volumetric terms, you are approximately 70% water. In molecular terms, the figure is even more striking. 99% of the molecules in your body are water molecules. Your proteins, hormones, DNA, and neural tissue are a small minority of solutes suspended in an immense internal sea. If the law of vibration tells us that everything is energy and motion, and you are almost entirely water, then the most critical question you can ask is not how much protein am I consuming? It is what information is recorded in my water. For centuries, materialistic science treated water as an inert substance, a simple solvent for transporting compounds from one location to another. We now understand, through the frontier of quantum biology, that water is not inert. Water is a liquid crystal. Water is a biological storage medium. Water possesses the capacity to record, retain, and transmit electromagnetic information. And since you are water, you are a living archive. Dr. Gerald Pollack at the University of Washington discovered that water exists in a fourth phase, beyond solid, liquid, and gas. He called it EZ water, or exclusion zone water. Inside your cells, water does not exist as disorganized tap water. It organizes itself into perfect hexagonal structures analogous to a honeycomb. This structured water functions as a battery, storing a negative electrical charge. Your vitality depends directly on how structured your internal water is. When you are healthy and vibrating with elevation, your water is crystalline and ordered. When you are ill or chronically depleted, your water loses its structure. It becomes chaotic and loses its capacity to hold energetic charge. The French virologist Luc Montagnier, Nobel Prize recipient for discovering the HIV virus, conducted an experiment that conventional science moved quickly to suppress because it violated foundational assumptions. He placed bacterial DNA in a water solution, then diluted it until not a single physical molecule of DNA remained. Only water was left. He placed that tube of pure water beside another tube of fresh water, separated but connected through a gentle electromagnetic field of 7 hertz. After several hours, he analyzed the second tube. The water had formed bacterial DNA from nothing visible. The water had transmitted or teleported the genetic information. Montagnier's conclusion? Water retains the electromagnetic imprint, the vibratory signature of what has existed within it. Even after the physical substance is gone entirely, the vibration remains recorded in the water's structure. What does this signify for you? It means the water in your body remembers. It remembers the emotional trauma from a decade ago. It remembers words spoken to you with contempt. It remembers yesterday's sustained stress. These experiences were not simply processed and released. They were imprinted on the crystalline structure of your cellular water and continue to vibrate there, creating patterns of dissonance that manifest as chronic conditions and persistent emotional blocks. When you say, I feel it in my gut, or I have a strong intuition about this, you are describing your water responding to an external frequency. You are a vast liquid reception antenna. The protocol for conscious hydration begins with recognizing that most people drink energetically depleted water. Tap water has been treated with chlorine, has traveled through right-angle pipes that fracture its natural vortex structure, and has sat stagnant in plastic containers under artificial light. That water is, vibrationally speaking, in a dormant state. It diminishes rather than amplifies your energy. Before drinking any water, hold the glass with both hands. Direct your attention toward it. Project a genuine emotion of gratitude, which calibrates at approximately 540 on the Hawkins scale. Speak to it, silently or aloud, with words of health and vitality. By doing this, you are restructuring the water molecules toward coherence. When you drink that intentionally prepared water, you are consuming healing information. You are flooding your cells with high-frequency programming. This is not mystical theater. It is information transfer. Regarding food, the German biophysicist Fritz Albert Popp discovered that all living cells emit a faint light called biophotons. The health of an organism depends on its capacity to store and emit this coherent light. When you eat a fresh apple, you are not merely consuming fiber and natural sugars. You are consuming the sunlight that the apple stored and concentrated over months. You are eating organized information, structured energy. High vibration foods, fresh fruit, raw vegetables, seeds, spring water, carry rich biophoton content. They bring order into your biology. Processed foods, items exposed to microwave radiation, refined sugars, chemical preservatives, these have lost their light. Their molecular architecture is fractured. To metabolize them, your body must expend its own energetic reserves. They draw from your frequency rather than contributing to it. The digestive process itself is alchemical. You take something that is not you, a carrot, a handful of seeds, and transform it into cellular tissue that is you. This transformation depends significantly on your vibratory state while eating. If you consume the most carefully selected organic food while simultaneously engaged in conflict or consuming distressing content, you convert that food into a low-frequency experience. Your emotional chemistry alters your digestive chemistry. Stress physically constricts the digestive system and creates conditions for fermentation rather than assimilation. Never eat in a state of genuine anger, grief, or acute stress. It is energetically preferable to fast until equilibrium returns. And when you do eat, bless your food. This is not merely religious ceremony. It is an act of quantum physics. By directing intentional gratitude toward your food, you are restructuring the water within it and elevating its frequency to align with your own. You are choosing what information to absorb. Fasting deserves recognition as a vibratory practice rather than merely a dietary one. The human body allocates between 60 and 70% of its total energy budget to the digestive process. If you are eating continuously, your body never has free resources for deep repair or elevated perception. All great contemplative traditions incorporated periods of fasting, not as punishment, but as a technology for clarity. When you stop consuming solid food, autophagy activates. Your body systematically identifies and eliminates damaged, aging, and dysfunctional cells. Mental clarity sharpens dramatically as blood that was serving digestion returns to the brain. And vibrationally, you become lighter. Your receptive capacity sharpens. You begin perceiving subtle energies that were previously masked by the density of constant digestion. There are also specific substances that artificially suppress your vibratory frequency. Alcohol is one of the most effective frequency inhibitors available. The word alcohol derives from the Arabic al-kul, meaning a body-consuming spirit, a name that understood something important about its mechanism. Refined sugar generates systemic inflammation. Inflammation is biological chaos, disorganized fire within the body. Heavy metals, including mercury, aluminum, and lead, function as chaotic signal receptors within your tissues. If you wish to operate at elevated frequency consistently, detoxification is not optional. It is the prerequisite for everything else. And understand that absorption is not limited to the mouth. You absorb through your skin and through your breathing. Natural fabrics, cotton, linen, wool, silk, allow your body's electrical current to flow freely. Linen, in particular, carries an extraordinarily high frequency and has been recognized in energy research as genuinely health-promoting. Synthetic fabrics are essentially plastic against your skin, disrupting your body's natural electrical communication. Your body is the most precise instrument of discernment you possess. Before consuming anything, food, media, a conversation, practice attending to your body's immediate response. Does this expand you or contract you? Does it generate a sensation of openness or constriction? The intelligence of your cells, when you learn to consult it, will guide you more accurately than any external dietary system. Law 5. The Law of Egregores. Collective thought fields and how to reclaim your sovereignty. Have you ever questioned why an otherwise measured and reasonable person, upon entering a stadium filled with collective intensity, can transform into a creature capable of irrational behavior? Why does a hospital carry a particular atmospheric weight that you feel the moment you enter, even in the absence of visible suffering? Why do specific ideas, social anxieties, and behavioral patterns seem to spread through populations simultaneously, as though guided by an invisible coordinating mind? This is not coincidence, and it extends beyond what conventional crowd psychology can fully explain. It is a real energetic structure. Welcome to the Law of Egregores. Until this point, we have examined your individual vibration, but you do not inhabit a vacuum. You are immersed in an ocean of collective vibratory output. When large numbers of people sustain the same thoughts, emotions, and desires sufficient intensity, that energy does not dissipate. It clusters. It condenses. It develops a functional life of its own. It becomes an autonomous, energetic entity that floats above the group that created it. This entity sustains itself on the continued attention of its creators, and, in return, exerts influence on their behavior. The ancient practitioners called this an egregore, from the Greek egregorion, meaning to watch over. The biologist Rupert Sheldrake calls it a morphic field. The quantum physicist Vadim Zeland calls it a pendulum. Whatever name you choose, the phenomenon is the same. There are clouds of collective thought that compete for your energy. If you cannot identify them and understand their mechanism, you are not the master of your mind. You are being thought by the egregore. How does an egregore form? Through shared repetition, amplified by emotion. Two people begin expressing collective frustration about economic conditions. They create a small energetic disturbance. If 10,000 join, the cloud grows. If millions sustain it over years, the cloud becomes a self-sustaining storm with its own survival instinct. That entity is now an egregor with a single biological desire: to continue existing and to expand. And what does it require for survival? Your attention, your emotional reaction, your mental energy. Critically, the egregor does not distinguish between positive and negative reactions. It does not care whether you love it or despise it. It only requires that you do not ignore it. Hatred is nourishment of equal quality to devotion. As long as you direct your mental energy toward it, you are sustaining it and depleting yourself. Vadim Zeland uses the image of a pendulum. Imagine a large swing in continuous motion. For the swing to maintain momentum, it requires someone to push it. The pendulum, the egregor, provokes you so that you push it. It presents an outrage. It exposes an injustice. It insults what you value. If you respond with anger, "This is unacceptable. I will not tolerate this," you have just pushed the pendulum. You have transferred your energy to it. If you respond with fear, "This is catastrophic. We are in danger," you push it equally. If you respond with fervent adoration, you push it as well. The system is engineered to pull you from your center. Once it has your hook, you stop thinking independently. You begin broadcasting the egregor's signal. You feel the emotions the egregor requires. You become an energetic supplier. We exist in an era of enormous and perpetually hungry egregors. The media function as the priesthood of these structures. Examine the pattern of news consumption. Fear, outrage, crisis, pain, scandal, cycling continuously. The egregor of permanent crisis requires this feeding. If we collectively withdrew our attention for sufficient time, the egregor would starve. The structure sustaining the apparent reality of the crisis would begin to dissolve because collective energy is one of the primary forces that creates and maintains reality. How do you determine whether you are thinking your own thoughts or being thought by an egregor? The symptoms of vibratory infection include repetitive mental loops in which you conduct imaginary arguments with perceived enemies while attempting to rest or perform ordinary tasks. Those thoughts are not authentically yours. Abrupt emotional shifts that occur after contact with social media or news, generating fury or depression that has no direct personal cause. Sudden energy depletion following time spent in public gatherings. And a rigidity of perspective in which absolute certainty replaces nuanced evaluation. The absence of nuance is a signature characteristic of egregor occupation. The primary defense strategy is what Zeland calls pendulum failure. When the pendulum reaches for you and finds no emotional response, not suppressed reaction, but genuine disinterest, a failure of the pendulum occurs. It loses momentum. It moves toward someone else who is available to sustain its energy. Mother Teresa expressed this understanding with precision when she was asked about anti-war demonstrations. She said she would never attend an anti-war rally. If there were a pro-peace gathering, she would be present. This sounds identical, but vibrationally it is the opposite. The anti-war march operates in the frequency of conflict and anger. The pro-peace gathering operates in the frequency of love and constructive intention. To dissolve a negative egregor's influence in your life, you must apply the law of the vacuum to it. Withdraw your energy completely. Observe it with the same emotional neutrality you might bring to watching weather patterns. It is a phenomenon that exists. It has nothing to do with you. Benevolent indifference is your most formidable protection. When you cannot simply disengage, your employer is generating the energy, your family structure is sustaining it. Use a principle analogous to Aikido. Do not resist directly. Resistance creates a point of contact through which the pendulum can exert leverage. Accept and redirect. If an authority figure in your life arrives carrying significant charge and directs it at you, rather than contracting into defense or escalating into counterattack, move with the energy. You're right that this needs attention. Let us examine how to resolve it. By meeting the energy without resistance, you dissolve the hook. You take the momentum out of the attack. You then redirect toward solution. Maintain your internal vibration in neutrality, approximately 250 on the scale, or, if you can access it, in the observer state. Do not identify with the attack. The attack is not directed at the real you. The egregor of stress is using a temporarily occupied person to attempt feeding itself. If you can see it this way, you may find genuine compassion arising naturally. That compassion instantly elevates you to 500, and at 500, you are functionally untouchable. And remember, humor is lethal to negative egregors. Fear and anger are dense, heavy, slow-moving frequencies. Genuine laughter moves at an entirely different order of speed and lightness. When you find the genuine absurdity in a threatening situation and laugh, not as performance but as authentic recognition, you sever the pendulum's connection to your energy field. You cannot simultaneously be seized by fear and laugh with genuine freedom. Humor restores sovereignty. It is the most underestimated vibratory tool available to you. The deeper invitation of this law is to reclaim your attention as the most precious resource you possess. Your attention is the currency of creation. Egregors are the entities competing for that currency. Withdraw from the competition. Invest your creative attention exclusively in what you are genuinely building. Your relationships, your contribution, your expanding frequency. And consider this. What number feels alive to you right now in this exploration? Many in our Elite Success Audiobooks community find themselves drawn to the number 111 at moments of genuine awakening, the signal of a new cycle beginning. If that resonates, let us know in the comments. What number is your field responding to? Law 6, the transmutation of sexual energy, the nuclear fuel of conscious creation. Of all the energy sources available to a human being, nutrition, oxygen, sunlight, rest, one stands above all others in raw power, intensity, and creative potential. It is an energy so volatile that when mismanaged, it has dismantled lives, collapsed empires, and driven individuals to states of genuine psychological breakdown. But when consciously directed, it functions as the nuclear fuel of genius. We are speaking of sexual energy. Modern culture, obsessed with instant consumption, has trivialized sexuality. It has converted the act into entertainment, an anti-anxiety mechanism for stress reduction, or a digital commodity designed to generate cheap neurochemical reward. In doing this, humanity has discarded its most extraordinary instrument of manifestation, the force capable of generating new life, reduced to a mechanism for momentary discharge. Welcome to the law of sexual transmutation. This law establishes that sexual energy is not exclusively for physical reproduction. It can be consciously alchemized, converted into creative output, financial generation, physical vitality, and personal magnetism. Nikola Tesla, Leonardo da Vinci, Napoleon Hill, Mahatma Gandhi. These were not celibate by religious morality. They were energetic investors. They recognized that this energy was concentrated creative potential and refused to dissipate it on transient pleasures when they could direct it toward illuminating the world. To understand this law, you must first redefine what sexual desire actually is. At the most basic biological level, it is an impulse for species continuation. At the energetic level, sexual energy is pure vital force. In Taoist tradition, it is called Jing, the creative essence of the universe. It is the energy of creation itself. Consider this carefully. It is the only energy with a proven capacity to generate a new human being, to produce eyes, a brain, a heart, a complete consciousness. Do you imagine that an energy capable of creating a new life is something ordinary? It is the most concentrated power you have access to. When you feel sexual desire, you are feeling the creative impulse of the universe presenting itself through your physiology. Nature provides that energy so you can create life biologically. But as a conscious being, you can redirect that same force. You can take that energy, and instead of creating a biological child, use it to create what might be called a mental offspring. A completed creative work, a thriving business, a mastered skill, a transformed version of yourself. Napoleon Hill examined the most accomplished individuals in America over 20 years and identified an undeniable pattern. The most successful people were invariably those with highly developed vital natures, high creative force. And those who reached extraordinary achievement almost never did so before their 40s or 50s. Why? Because between 20 and 40, most individuals disperse this energy through uncontrolled pursuit of pleasure. They continuously drain their creative battery. Only when they develop sufficient maturity to conserve and redirect that impulse toward their purpose do they genuinely accelerate. Hill wrote that the desire for creative expression is far and away the most powerful of all human drives. When energized by this drive, individuals develop clarity of imagination, genuine courage, persistence, and creative capacity unknown to them at other times. If you can capture the precise internal state you inhabit when you feel intense desire, that sensation of being invincible, energized, ready for anything, and apply that exact quality of aliveness to your work and your purpose, you become unstoppable. In Taoist and traditional Chinese medical traditions, it is taught that seminal fluid is a substance distilled from the blood and the neural tissues. It contains an enormous electromagnetic charge along with concentrated vital minerals. When this energy is expelled repeatedly through unconscious habit, the documented result is fatigue, motivational flatness, cognitive fog, social withdrawal, and a reduction in personal magnetism. The individual becomes muted. Their signal weakens. For women, while the physiological mechanism differs, the equivalent occurs through indiscriminate energetic opening, through absorbing the psychic and emotional frequency of partners who vibrate at lower levels. The creative force, which traditions call Shakti, becomes dispersed outward through the constant seeking of romantic validation, rather than being channeled into personal power and contribution. The greatest contemporary obstacle to this law is not physical sexuality. It is artificial stimulation, specifically pornography. From a vibratory perspective, its effects are devastating across multiple dimensions. It calibrates at the level of animal desire, approximately 125, and frequently descends into frequencies of degradation. Sustained consumption trains the brain's reward circuitry to require increasingly intense stimulation to register satisfaction, making authentic life, authentic goals, and authentic relationships feel insufficiently stimulating by comparison. Most critically, it triggers the mechanism that tells your brain the biological mission has been accomplished, after which ambition, the drive to go out and create in the world, diminishes. The conquest impulse is satisfied with no actual conquest having occurred. To activate the full power of this law, that leak must be sealed before attempting to accumulate energy. A tank with a compromised seal cannot hold pressure regardless of how much you pour into it. Transmutation is not repression. Repression is energetically dangerous. A sealed pressure vessel without a relief valve will eventually rupture catastrophically. Transmutation is redirection. It is installing a pipe on the vessel so that the pressure drives a turbine rather than building toward explosion. The process involves 3 stages. First, conservation. You must cultivate the capacity to sit comfortably with unresolved tension. When the desire arises, you do not immediately move to discharge it. You learn to be present with the energy rather than reflexively releasing it. This period of conservation allows the potential to accumulate. Second, circulation. Sexual energy generates in the lower body. If it remains localized there without circulation, it becomes overwhelming and drives unconscious behavior. You must learn to move it. Practices involving deliberate breathing combined with a visualization of pulling the energy upward along the spine, through the vertebrae, toward the crown, redistribute the voltage. When the energy reaches the higher centers, particularly the heart and the frontal cortex, it does not feel like suppressed desire. It feels like elevated aliveness, enhanced clarity, and genuine creative inspiration. Third, investment. Once the energy has been distributed and you feel not genital urgency, but general vitality and heightened mental clarity, move immediately into your most important creative work. Write the material, make the essential communication, solve the complex problem. You will observe that your creativity is fluid, your stamina is extraordinary, and your thinking is...
much damage shall I take you back? Wanna take you back? Oh, let's finish what we started, and I shot you back. Knowing what I know from another path. Maybe you are suffering too. If I can overcome it, so can you. Is it okay to start all over again? I thought about this time and again. I fell asleep for the longest time. It feels so good just to be alive. I fell asleep for the longest time. It feels so good to be alive. The city. I don't think I can sing on a move you to the city. I don't think I can sing on a move you in another life. Is there a crown to wear after all is trying? Maybe you are suffering too. If I can overcome it, so can you. Is it okay to start all over again? All about the time and again. I fell asleep for the longest time. Feels so good to be alive. I fell asleep for the longest time. Feels so good to be alive. To the city. They got to sing on the move you. The city. Got to sing on the move you.
Try Nature Made.
Let go out of your town, babe. Underneath with my enemy. Know you can come and believe in me. Yeah, what the world has to be. Not anymore. You're coming anymore. 'Cause I last night I was so enlightened. Woke up with my anger hiding. Always on the run to catch my love. Things around me like spirits of love. Not anymore, not anymore. Beautiful, not anymore, anymore. 'Cause I you finally managed. Now I'm writing love letters in Spanish. Full of love more now than ever. Never say never, never say never, never say never, never say never. Engage at the point of a flacto's rage, unencumbered melodies. Shut down the sage before it grows into a weed. All touched, incomplete, competent, gratified, of a chance. Overstimulation, alarm high intensity, overindulgence. Government's television, sweet my radiation, cup me like an open wound. Cause beneath the solitude, I'm a spirit I'm lost. Feed the appetite at all costs. Na 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 na. You're trapped inside of your lost piece of soul. There is no one to confide in. At least I have you. Looking for the truth. Such a good na 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 na. Before growing to maximum potential, realize the disguise grows so exponential, anonymous, ambiguous, and such great potential. Like a flower out its time, blossoming. Suffer like a baby bear in a brand new reality. Yellow minutes television, speed my radiate incision, cut me like an open wound. Cause beneath the solitude, I'm a spirit, I'm lost. Feed the appetite at all costs. Na 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 na. You're trapped inside of your lost piece of soul. There is no one to confide in. At least I have your love. Looking for the truth. Such a blistered red sunlight heat. Somebody told me that nothing's complete. Everything awaits a climax. Channel spin a stretch forever feels. My emotions return, engage and surrender. Return, engage and surrender. Don't believe in coincidence or circumstance. Everything is everything. Nothing ever happened right chance. Was it a game of countdown, right and wrong? Each other
let living with cancer define you. Discover an injectable immunotherapy, Opdivo Qvantig, for certain previously treated adults whose kidney cancer has spread. A chance to live longer, a treatment that's faster.
I've been selling my soul. No. Working all day. I said the rent is too high in America. Some people living in the camp. Some people living in the car. Some people living in the streets. Some people sleeping in the bar. America, the rent is too damn high. And the IRS fines. You can't pay the rent. But you can't pay the rent. They want everything in America. America. We're sleeping in our car. I'm sleeping in my car. But at least I'm in the car. Yeah, at least I'm in the car. America. The rent is too damn high. The rent is too damn high. And the IRS spy on your mama, spy on your mama. Turning in every last copper. Spy on your mama, spy on your papa. Turning in every last copper. Money, 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 money. America. America, America, why you think everything I love? America, 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 why you think everything drop up from my mama and my papa? Give me all the somebody else. Give me all the somebody else. The rent is too damn high. 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 They people living in the kids. People living on the street. People sleeping in the car. People living in the car. People sleeping in the car in America. Beach goes, baby, on the side of the road. Beach goes, baby, on the side of the road. Beach goes, baby, on the side of the road. Beach goes, baby, on the side of the road. Walking down the road, out of my feet. Side of the road, she's my beach house, baby. Don't say baby, so beach house, baby, on the side of the road. Beach house, baby, on the side of the road. Beach house, baby, on the side of the road. On the side of the road. I was walking down the line. I was out of my speed. She stopped a car crash, baby, on the side of the road. The car crashed through it like I hit the car. She's black and white, baby, like I hit Beach ghost, baby, on the side of the road. Beach ghost, baby, on the side of the road. Beach ghost, baby, on the side of the road. She's got the gun. Yeah. Thank you, baby. Beach ghost, baby, on the side of the road. She's got the car. We got somewhere to go. Beach ghost, baby, on the side of the road. She's got the car. Somewhere to go. She's rocking one. Looking like a Hitchcock. Looking in the mouth. She's black and white, groovy like a Hitchcock, groovy with the moon. She's black and white, groovy like a Hitchcock, groovy with the moon. With a mouse. Beach ghost, baby, on the side of the road. Beach ghost, baby, got somewhere to go. Beach ghost, baby, on the side of the road. She got somewhere. She stopped the car, baby, on the side of the road. Beach ghost, baby, got somewhere. Beach ghost, baby. She's my beach ghost, baby, on the side of the road. Beach ghost, baby, got somewhere to go. She's not the she's not She's talking crash on the side of the road. She's talking crash on the side of the road. Baby on the side of the road. She's talking crash, got nowhere to go. She's talking baby on the side of the road. She's talking crash. ghost baby on the side of the road. Each ghost baby on the side of the road. Each ghost baby on the side of the road. Each ghost baby on the side of the road. I was walking down the road. Out of my feet. She stopped her car crash. On the side of the road. She hit my beach house, baby. Don't say baby. Beach house, baby, on the side of the road. Beach house, baby, on the side of the road. Beach house, baby, on the side of the road. On the side of the road.
Take your creativity to the next level on Mac and iPad with Apple Creator Studio. Get Apple's best creative apps for film, music, design, and productivity all in one low-price subscription with your first month free. Visit apple.co/Creator Studio to learn more.
Chevy trucks are as capable and
Been living in a coma for a long, long time. I thought I heard you whisper, are you still alive? Been sleeping with the angels and the devil. Can't get them out of my head unless I'm with you. Drive your spies in the middle of the night. I'll meet you at the end of the night. Drive your spies in the middle of the night. We've been waiting for a long time, and I want it now, because I want it now. There's snakes in my head and a Holy Ghost too. I'll shed my skin just like I'm changing my shoes. The cloudy house is moving on to you. Want me to. Drive your spies in the middle of the night. I'll meet you at the end of the light. Drive your spies in the middle of the night. We've been waiting for these decades of the light. I want it and I want it now, because I want it now. Because I want it and I want it now. Because I want it and I want it now. Because I want it and I want it now. Because I want it.
43. Nope.
Maybe the meteor will wipe us all out. Flood of the fire, there ain't no doubt. Maybe the stars will drop, we'll be wondering why. There was no warning, they just fell from the sky. We live forever, whoa. If I had my way. Sunny sides at the end of the day. Never enough, no matter how much I pay. It's not cheesy, but angry and wrong. If this is all there is, then what I'm waiting for. Angry Candy, she's my favorite waitress at my favorite restaurant. Oh, come on, Candy. You can get whatever job you want. She puts a show on that I tried so hard to write. And afterwards she gives a pat on my back. But it's so true and I can't help but wonder why. When she is busy, please don't look her in the eye. You can't stop that. Get out of the way. So come on, kid. Let's do it on the Saturday. Try on every count. Tonight, tonight, you'll be on town. Try on every count. 'Cause you know tonight's the night. You'll be on town. So come on,
Those helpless Ruskies. Is irresistible. She said, body.
What? And then he said, devour me.
We could fly away to the other side of the bay. It's only a mile away. Seems like the other side of the world. The other side of the world. We can swim underneath stars. Don't have to travel far, and then we're gone again and back again to another day. To the burning season. To the burning season. I'm gonna put some beats to that. plug this sucker in.